Hello, here I was going to be going over how I cook and eat while I live in my car. It's a Toyota Prius, and you're probably going to be pretty surprised because I probably cook and eat healthier and better than most people you know with a full kitchen. So if you want to see that, then stay tuned. Alright, so I made a video just like this about a year ago where I showed how I cooked while I lived in my Prius, and in that video I showed how I had a microwave and a pressure cooker in my Prius. I had a very complex cooking system. I had it hooked up to the hybrid system of my Prius, and I cooked and ate that way for about 2 years, but I have since decided to go a different route. I got all new cooking gear, and so here I am going to show you how I cook using that stuff. Alright, so here's some of my cooking equipment right now. I have it set up on this folding camping table to cook dinner tonight. I'm going to cook a really good meal with salmon and Kiona and some other stuff. And so basically, I used to keep all my cooking gear here in the back of my Prius. I had a microwave like right there. I had a pressure cooker right here and a massive power inverter. But as you can see, I got rid of all that stuff. But I guess I will start with this thing right here. So this is my main cooking stove. It is a butane stove. The reason I chose a butane stove is because it's small and portable and easy. Most propane stoves are a lot bigger. I looked at that like that classic double burner Coleman, cooking propane stove that so many people have, but the problem I had with that one is that it was so heavy. Like, I went to Walmart and I looked at it. It was so big and so heavy. I thought it was going to be a lot thinner and smaller than that, but this one, I love this butane stove because it comes in this case. It's super lightweight. I can just pick it up and carry it anywhere. So basically, this butane stove takes these butane cans. These are about $3.50 each, and you pop the top off and it goes like this. Pops in like that, and you lock it like that, and then you just turn the knob and light it like that. And then this thing right here is the frying pan I use. This is a copper frying pan. It's made by the brand Copper Chef. I really love copper because the surface is very smooth and it's a better non-stick surface than Teflon for a lot of reasons, but I mean, it's got some scratches on it. I made the mistake of cooking with a metal utensil, this one to be exact, and I scraped it. So you got to be careful. You want to use silicone utensils like this one right here so you don't scratch the copper on it. But yeah, I really love this pan. It's lightweight. And then this thing right here, I'm sure a lot of y'all know what this is. This is a jet boil. This is an ultralight backpacking stove is what it's designed for, and I plan on using it for backpacking in the future, but I also use it for cooking a lot of different things while living in my car. Basically, this is good for like instant meals, like instant oatmeal or instant rice, and also it's good for like heating up soup or chili. But the main thing I use it for is for making coffee in the morning. Basically, it's got that rubber lid, and inside of it, the stove goes on the inside. So this is the stove right here. It screws on to the bottom and then it goes on this tank. I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to be cooking a side dish with tonight's meal with this. So here's how you set it up. Basically, the stove screws on like that, and then you get the propane stove or the fuel canister, and it screws on like that. And then it also has this little thing. This is a stabilizer, and that keeps it stable so it doesn't tip over. And then also I have a really good windscreen. I got this on Amazon for this propane stove. So there's the windscreen right there. It folds up in this neat little pouch and then it comes out. It works perfect. But yeah, I really love this jet boil. It's so versatile and can be used for so many different things. The inside of it is also a non-stick surface. So yeah, that is my main cooking equipment right now, and I have it on this table. I love this table. It's made by Coleman. It's a folding camping table. The legs and everything break down and they fold up into a little skinny stuff sack. But yeah, so now I guess I will show you the kind of, look at Shannon, she's like hiding under the car. Now I will show you the different snacks that I eat and the foods that I keep in my fridge. So here's the inside of my car where I keep all my food. This is my food box where I keep all my dry food and vitamins and coffee and stuff like that. This is a 3-gallon water jug with a rechargeable water spigot. I just got this water spigot not too long ago. I replaced my old one. It's a really good one. It's made by Primo, and it's cool because I can twist this knob like this, and I press it and it sprays out, and I can rinse my feet off like that. So here I'll just show you the kind of foods that I keep in my food box. Like I said, I try to eat really healthy. I do most of my grocery shopping at Aldi and occasionally Walmart. I love Aldi because they sell really healthy, high quality foods, and it's really cheap. It's even cheaper than Walmart, and Walmart's supposed to be the cheapest. So I got this really good organic bread with all kinds of healthy seeds on it. I eat lots of nuts and seeds, and here's some like granola. Here's some more granola with dark chocolate. I got some Cajun trail mix. This is the one piece of Tupperware that I keep in my car. It's got a nice little venting lid. I store leftovers in here and put it in my fridge, or sometimes I use it to like mix up salads and stuff like that. This is some really good coffee from a roaster in Philadelphia. Here's some traditional Mountain Trails mix. Here's all the seasonings that I keep in my car. I got like cayenne pepper, garlic powder, chili powder, cumin, black pepper, and some tea and some other stuff. And then here's something that I make with my Jetboil. It's instant oatmeal, and what I do is I mix it with coconut and cacao powder. Now, cacao powder is basically the purest form of dark chocolate. It's considered a superfood. It's very healthy. It's packed with antioxidants. I drink a lot of apple cider vinegar because that's really good for lowering your blood sugar and reducing sugar cravings and stuff like that. I drink magnesium a lot because magnesium is very, very healthy for your joints and muscles. It's basically like nature's muscle relaxer. I drink 1 scoop of this at night and I am so relaxed. This is my coffee maker. It's a French press made by Stanley. It's meant for camping and traveling, and this is a really awesome French press. I eat a lot of dark chocolate. Like I said, dark chocolate is very healthy. Apples, and I eat a lot of tuna. I make sure that I eat a lot of fish because fish is very, very healthy. What I will end up doing with all these cans of tuna down here is I will make tuna salad, and then I will put the tuna salad in here and then store it in my fridge and then just snack on it, you know, for the next few days. And some cashews. Like I said, I try to eat a lot of nuts and seeds because they're really healthy. They're high in healthy fats and omega-3s and stuff like that. And I always make sure that I have a really good multivitamin. I got this multivitamin at Sprouts. I don't get my vitamins at like cheap stores like Walmart. I always make sure that I go to Whole Foods or Sprouts or occasionally GNC. And then here I'll show you this. If you follow my channel, then you've seen me show this probably 100 times now. But just in case you don't, this is my 12-volt refrigerator. It is a real refrigerator. It plugs into the cigarette outlet of the car. It has a compressor and everything. It's not a thermogenic cooler. Some people keep saying that's what I have. That's not what I have. And then when my car is off, like right now, I have it plugged into this Bluetti power station right here. So here I'll show you some of the foods that I keep in my fridge. So I usually buy carrots and I dip it in this tzatziki style dip or hummus. Here's some flax seeds. I put flax seeds on my salads and pretty much on everything because flax seeds are super healthy. They're considered a superfood also. Blackberries were on sale at Aldi, so I bought a whole bunch of them. I got like 6 packs in there. I always have cold water. I drink a lot of lemon water because lemon water is also very healthy. I love lemon water first thing when I wake up in the morning. It gives me a nice boost of energy. Here's some spinach. I eat lots of spinach. Some people consider spinach a superfood. I add it basically to every meal that I can. Like I buy a lot of salads and then I'll add a bunch of spinach in there just to like, you know, add on to it. Here is the salmon that I'm cooking tonight. And then down at the bottom I have some chicken salad, and that's where I keep all my dressings. I got like mayonnaise, barbecue sauce, a bunch of different kinds of hot sauce. There's Frank's hot sauce, buffalo sauce. I got this Vietnamese hot sauce, chili garlic sauce, ranch, Worcester sauce, all kinds of stuff. So now it's time to cook dinner, and I'm going to be making this wild caught pink salmon. I'm going to cook it on the frying pan with some Kiona and brown rice. I'm going to cook that in the jet boil, and I'm also going to be adding flaxseed and spinach. So there's the salmon right there. I took them all out of the packets and put them on the pan, and first thing I'm going to do is just add a little bit of oil, and then I'm just going to turn the frying pan on low and just boil out all the moisture. Now you got to be really careful with fish because it's a very fragile meat. It tears apart easily, like when you're flipping it and stuff. You can see I kind of cut some pieces off like that, but yeah, you want to cook it on very low heat. So while that is very slowly cooking, I am going to add this Kiona and brown rice to the jet boil. Alright, so I added a little bit of water and put the Kiona and rice in there, and then you just turn it on. It's got a little igniter. And again, you want to use a rubber utensil with all of this stuff so you don't scratch the non-stick coating. And I'm going to add a little bit of oil. I'm always really careful to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom of it so that I can clean it easier. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this. This is Tony Chachere's. This is basically like Cajun flavored seasoning salt. This is my first time having Kiona, in all honesty. Alright, so the fish is almost done. I add the seasoning at the end because you don't want to burn the seasoning. That's happened to me before. So yeah, you want to be real careful to not let the fish stick to the pan. And so now it's time to add the seasoning, and my favorite seasonings that I've come up with to add to fish is simply just paprika and onion powder. I don't know why, it just comes out really good for me, and sea salt. So gonna add some onion powder. And paprika. And then I flip them over and kind of just let them cook on the seasoning side a little bit. Comes out real good like that. Nice and crunchy. And then I season this side. Alright, so the salmon is done. It's a little bit stuck to the pan. The last time I cooked salmon, it came out a lot better than this. I think it might be because this salmon is skinless. I don't know. It might be because I'm fiddling around with a camera and it's a lot harder. And there it is right there with the rice and Kiona on bottom, just like this picture on the package. But that's literally just a coincidence. I didn't realize that until after I started cooking. So now to see how it tastes. This is a very heavy plate of food right here, and it's not even all of it. Yeah, the salmon is good. I don't think I put enough seasoning on the salmon. Last time I put a whole lot more, but the olive oil definitely brings out a lot of good flavor in fish. And then now for the Kiona. This is my first time ever having Kiona. It smelled good when I was cooking it. Oh yeah. I don't know if that's the rice or the Kiona I taste, but it's very good. It almost has like a nutty kind of taste to it. I'm going to try to eat more Kiona in the future because I know it's really healthy. Yeah, the Kiona came out a lot better than the fish, I think. But I don't think I added enough seasoning to the fish. I should have sauteed it maybe a little bit longer. Fish can be hard to make taste good. I'm not really sure, like the last time I cooked salmon, it came out delicious. None of it stuck to the frying pan. I cooked it like perfectly. And I'm not quite sure what I did wrong this time. I mean, it's good. It's just not as good as the last time I cooked it. But the Kiona and rice is absolutely delicious. And it's pretty cool that I cooked it in the jet boil. It took like 30 seconds to cook it in the jet boil. So some of you might think that I'm some kind of like health nut because I'm always talking about healthy food and stuff like that. But it wasn't always like that. An interesting story. When I first started living in my car for like the first year, I got really lazy about cooking. I never cooked, and I pretty much ate fast food every single day for the first year of living in my car, and I gained a lot of weight. That was the most weight I've ever gained in my entire life. And basically, my clothes, I had to get all new clothes because my clothes kept fitting tighter and tighter because I was gaining so much weight. And I didn't really realize it wasn't that big a deal. But then I almost had to buy all new clothes a second time because I kept gaining more and more weight. That was when I was like, okay, something has to change. I have got to start eating healthy and go on a diet and stuff. So long story short, I went on a ketogenic diet, or a keto diet, for about 5 months, and I lost about 40 pounds in that 5 months. I did a lot of intermittent fasting and stuff like that, and I'm not on keto anymore, but now I am very health conscious. Now I'm like very aware of my body and aware of like how the foods that I eat, affect my body. And now I love eating healthy. Like, I don't always eat like this. Like, my biggest weakness right now is pizza. Like, I'm not on keto anymore, but I still try to avoid white sugar and white flour. You know what I mean? Like, I have some here and there, but I'm trying to at least balance it out with eating healthy other days. My first year of living in my car, I wasn't in my Prius, I was in a different car, and I probably had like 400 McChickens from McDonald's in that year. I know that sounds nasty, but they were $1 on the dollar menu, because that was, before COVID, when they still had a dollar menu. All right, so I just finished eating and it was delicious. I even licked my plate clean. I can't get over how delicious that Kiona was. That was amazing. But now I'm going to show you how I clean dishes while I live in my car. So this is similar to the first video. I have a few things to add this time, but basically the main thing that I clean my dishes with in a place like this in a national forest is vinegar. Now, I put vinegar in this bottle. I used to mix it with water, but now I just use straight vinegar. Vinegar is very often used for cleaning. They even sell specialized cleaning vinegar at grocery stores. But the reason I like cleaning with vinegar is because it doesn't require running water. I can just spray it on the pan, wipe it out with a paper towel. Vinegar is edible, so it's okay if there's a little bit of residue. Vinegar is also a mild disinfectant. I mean, it's not a powerful disinfectant like Lysol or rubbing alcohol, but it definitely helps a little bit, and it's a deodorizer. The thing about cleaning with vinegar is it's good for, like, what I do is I just spray down the pan and then I wipe it out with a paper towel and throw the paper towels away. That's when I don't have access to running water. But what you want to do is regularly do a deep clean on your dishes. Like, what I do is I clean with vinegar, and then maybe a few times a month when I have access to a sink or running water somewhere, I will do a deep clean on my dishes using Dawn dish soap and a brush, and I'll really scrub it down and give it a good cleaning. And also another thing I just got is this stuff right here. I haven't tried this. This is environmentally friendly, like biodegradable soap. It's called Dr. Bronner's. It says 18-in-1. It can be used as body wash, dish soap, an all-purpose cleaner, shampoo. Like, there's all different uses for this stuff. It's basically just a bunch of oils mixed into a bottle if you read the ingredients. So here is how I clean my dishes out with vinegar. I just go like this. I spray it down like this, and then I just get some paper towels like this, and I just wipe it out like that. And then I just throw the paper towel away. And like I said, that's good for, temporary, until you can get a good deep clean on your dishes. And literally nobody taught me this. I literally figured this out for myself. I've been using vinegar for the past 2 years to clean my dishes, and it has been a great thing. And look how clean that is. Came out just like how it was before. All right, so that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this video came out good. I tried to include as much information I could as possible to be helpful, and I will put a link in the description for the video like this that I made a year ago. It's very similar, but it shows a different cooking method. And yeah, thanks and have a good one. Say bye, Shannon. Bye-bye.